I'm Yvonne from Growing Old Disgracefully.
I'm Marie from Midlife Dramas in Pyjamas. You can find us both on Facebook.
And now we've come together to bring you inspirational stories from midlife and beyond in our podcast,
Hear Me Roar!
Hello. We've had such a good summer so far, but you have had a really good weekend this weekend, Marie, haven't you?
I have, Yvonne, yes.
Yes.
I've been on a girls' weekend. It was a couple of friends' 60th, so 9 of us went away into a lovely house with a hot tub, much Prosecco and what have you, was drunk. And this house actually had a bar inside it.
Right.
So we'd brought various spirits and it actually had optics and we had people.
Oh, right, okay.
I was going to say people took in turns. It didn't. There was one lady in particular who felt very at home behind the bar. So we christened her Bet, and she was there, serving out the drinks. It was a good time. It was a good time.
That's lovely. So you did. What did you do? Pottery or something?
We did pottery, yes, and I had my own personal ghost experience with another friend, which was hilarious. How my pot didn't go flying off the wheel, I'll never know.
Yeah, but you got a nice cuddle out of it.
I did get a nice cuddle out of it, yeah.
We could all do.
And we sat in the hot tub drinking gin and tonics. You just need it, don't you? You need to go and spend time.
You do.
It doesn't matter what you do. You don't have to be in a hot tub. You don't have to be on the Prosecco. You just need time, sometimes, to just enjoy being with your girlfriends.
Yeah, well, a few of us are planning a couple of days in Glasgow.
Nice, Glasgow is beautiful.
I quite look forward to it, but it's not going to be quite as glamorous as yours because I think we're going to stay in a Premier Inn.
Oh, yeah. There's not wrong with the Premier Inn. If all
no,
you're
I
using
love
it,
Premier. It was my suggestion.
Yeah. If all you're using it for is to put your head down in a bed and have your breakfast, it doesn't matter.
But I did say on the WhatsApp group, I did say that J.K. Rowling finished off Harry Potter in the 5-star Balmoral in Edinburgh.
You need to up your game then, don't you, love?
I'm going to finish my next book in a Premier Inn in Glasgow. Doesn't quite have the same ring to it, does it?
No, you definitely need to up your game there.
And talking of books, we've got Niloufar Lamakan today, and she's an Iranian-born author and artist. She moved to the UK as a child and has lived in London most of her life. And she came to writing after careers in technology, design, art and property. But her debut novel, Age to Perfection, won the Commendation Award at the Comedy Women in Print Prize and was a finalist at the Page Turner Awards. So that's really great, yeah.
And this is her first novel, isn't it?
Yeah. And she writes bold romantic comedies that are unapologetically age defiant. Yeah. Her art also explores the connections between age identity and society's perceptions of beauty, which is something that we feel quite passionate about.
Absolutely.
Too.
We agree about being age defiant.
Definitely.
Yeah, unapologetically.
Yeah. And a bit like yourself, when she's not painting or writing, you'll find her on the dance floor.
Yeah. Well, absolutely be on the dance floor.
So let's go and meet Niloufar Lamakan. Hello, nice to meet you, Niloufar.
Hello, it's lovely to meet both of you. Thank you for having me on.
Oh, it's lovely to have you. So, Niloufar, you're an Iranian-born author and artist, and your debut novel, Age to Perfection, won the Commendation Award at the Comedy Women in Print Prize, which is must have just been massive for you.
Oh, it was amazing. It's one of those moments when I got the email to say I'd been shortlisted. I was just getting ready in the morning and I just burst into tears because I wanted it so much. And there it is, proudly being displayed behind me, of course.
Fantastic, fantastic. Well, it must have just felt like such an achievement because a book's not an easy thing to write.
It is difficult, and it's difficult writing it in the first place, and then you think you get it just right and you start sending it out, and then you either get complete silence or just thanks but no thanks. So to be recognized by an award like this was just such a massive boost. Just generally the whole award, I mean, Helen Lederer set it up in 2018, I think.
Yeah.
because she wanted to have a platform for funny women, basically, to become recognised. And she's been so supportive, and we have a fantastic community of women. I've made loads of friends, and we all help and support each other, and we learn from each other, because a lot of us are debuts, and and publishing is very opaque. There's a very steep learning curve, so it's just really lovely to be together and come up together, basically.
Oh, that's fantastic. But you haven't always been an author. You've had some other jobs before you started writing.
I have, yes. I mean, originally I worked in information management and technology. I used to work in the NHS for quite a few years. And yeah, so I sort of had a salaried job, safe job. And when I got into my 50s, I think something came over me. I don't know. I decided to be more adventurous. Um, and I left my job and I set up a property development company, and I became an interior designer.
Wow.
Yeah,
Ah,
the property development was, I mean, that was a big learning curve as well, but it does give you a sense of achievement. It's very stressful because, especially if you're doing it in London, the amounts of money involved are huge. So there's a lot of pressure and risk. Um, but I did pretty well, so I was happy with that. And I'm actually still working as an interior designer. So
Fantastic.
that's my day job.
That can never leave you though, can't you know what I mean? You've got if once you have that if you have that sort of eye and you have that bit of experience in it, you've got it forever, really.
You
It's
do, yeah.
kind of thing you can
And
always do.
also, I've got clients who come back to me, that I've been with for many years, or they recommend me to one of their friends, and so I don't go out and look for work anymore. But if it
it's
comes my way and it's a nice project, then I do it, because
so I was
officially I am a pensioner.
yeah. They're the best kind of people.
Yeah,
Definitely.
exactly.
I'm going to be a pensioner next year.
Are you, is 60 still a
Is
pension?
60 classed as a pensioner?
Not for the state pension. Depends on how old you are. Mine came into effect at 66, but
Oh, right.
you're
Okay.
younger, so yours will be a little bit later.
Okay, I've
Yeah,
got to wait for
can't
that
put
then.
your feet up yet.
No, sadly.
Ages. I think I've got 12 years
All
or
right,
something.
pipe down, you.
Yeah, just here's your nose, rub it
Yeah,
in
rub it in, rub it in. So, I was going to ask you, your main character, Sophia, I was going to
Yes.
ask how much of you was in her, but straight away, she's an interior designer, isn't she?
Yeah.
Cheers. Yes. Well, they say write about what you know.
Right about what you
And
know. Yeah.
and I
But
thought,
she's
well, why not make her an interior designer? I know all
Yeah,
about it,
yeah.
and I've got lots of
exactly. Yeah.
stories that I could draw on.
Yeah.
But I have a question here because she's not just an interior designer. She's also quite good at a little bit of therapy and things, isn't she?
Of
Well,
the horizontal kind.
For her-
and that, yeah.
she's good with other people's relationships, isn't she?
She is good, yes, and I
And I,
think that comes in handy when you're an interior designer, because
yeah.
you're thrown into people's lives, right into the center of their lives. And I go in and look in their bedroom, look in their bathroom cupboards and everything first time I visit, just to get a feel for it. So
Yeah.
you do have to be good with people in that way.
Can I just take you back to what you said at the beginning about sending your book off and getting rejections? Did you get lots of rejections? And what made you, what turned that into you thinking, right, I'm going to enter this book into a competition?
I think because I'm just completely determined and focused, and I don't give up. I had proudly had 42 rejections, or a
Well, you're
mixture
up
of
there with
rejections
J.K.
and
Rowling.
silence.
You're up there with the likes of J.K. Rowling. She had loads of rejections, didn't
She
she?
did, yeah.
Exactly. Mallory Blackman's the one I always quote, because I read that she had 82 rejections before she got a
Wow.
yes, and now she's so well known and she's massive. So
Gosh.
it can be a bit depressing sometimes. One day I remember I had 3 rejections in one day,
Oh,
and
God.
that wasn't nice. But I try and just sleep on it and forget it the next day and move on,
Yeah.
because you do have to be very resilient. And
Yeah.
if you
Yes.
give up after a few rejections, you're not going to
Yeah.
get very far.
So as part,
It's very rare to get picked up very quickly.
I mean, I know that writing, like querying agents and things, is almost like a full-time job for a writer, isn't it? But did you get an agent or anything as part of your prize for the Comedy Women in Print? And sort of second part to that question is there a book deal for a number of books at all?
I didn't get an agent. The overall winner got a publishing deal with HarperCollins. I didn't have an agent. I submitted to One More Chapter. It's a division of HarperCollins, and they take submissions directly from authors rather than having to go through an agent.
Oh, right, okay.
Gosh, there's not many do that now.
No, there's a few. I think a few more of the smaller publishers do that now. So that was great.
Mm.
Yeah. So so I signed a contract with them directly, and I got the Society of Authors to help me a little bit with the contract negotiations. And the deal is for one book. But subsequently, since then, I have got Kate Nash as my agent, and I kept the dramatization rights because I think it would make a good mini series for maybe Netflix or something like that.
Right.
Because it's quite filmic in parts, the book. So she is currently trying to get me a deal for that, which would be so
fantastic.
well.
exciting if it happens.
Yeah.
It is.
We
Yeah.
will keep everything crossed.
Yeah.
Thank
We
you.
will. And we've got a list of questions, and we've cheerfully jumped all over them with the
Yeah.
questions that we've been
'Cause that's what
asking.
that's what we do. We just go all over the place.
Jump away.
I want to know, why did you make Sophia 60? Because that's
Yeah.
not the norm for chick lit, is it? They
No.
usually.
Women's fiction.
Sorry, are we not allowed to call it chick
I
lit?
don't know.
No,
People
chick lit.
don't.
Be proud of chick lit.
But people don't seem to call it that anymore, do they?
No, it's usually called women's fiction now, or I call mine a rom-com.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's a romantic comedy.
yeah,
Yeah. I mean, once I had the idea of the book set in my head and I knew what I was going to write, I thought, gosh, I'm in that age group. You hardly ever see anyone in their 60s in their rom-com when they're at the center of the story, and they're the one, going for it and living an amazing life. That usually stops around 40, doesn't it?
yeah.
So I just thought, I need to like rebel yell for older women. I just want to show that society shouldn't write us off, because that horrible phrase when they say you just become invisible
Yeah, yeah.
when you're past 50, basically. And I know loads of women who are amazing and do lots and start new careers, and really adventurous. So some people are not, but you shouldn't be told not to be adventurous because of your age. I think that's the point I really wanted to get across in the book.
Because yes, absolutely, and we're very on our Facebook pages. We're very anti being pigeonholed into your age. But you're right. The norm in like sitcoms and books is that, excuse me, once you're like 60, you become the mother, right? The mother role rather than the central role and the star. So to have a whole book where a 60-year-old is the star of the show, so to speak, is fantastic.
I know, it was just good to sort of like have a woman being a woman.
Yeah.
Because sex as you get older tends to get a bit whitewashed out of things. Although I can quite understand that in a way, because I think younger people find it a bit icky. They do. Like, I mean, just be honest. It's like old people having sex.
Ugh.
But to them, old people's anyone over 40, really.
Yes.
But
old people are generally icky to them, aren't they?
Yeah. But women in their 60s and older do still enjoy sex, and
Yeah,
why shouldn't she enjoy sex
yeah,
in the book? You know,
definitely.
it's all right for men to go around enjoying sex, but for some reason it's a bit, ooh, no, you know, for women. But
Yeah.
why should that be any
Exactly.
different? Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, especially if you're single and you're out there, why not?
Well, why not? Yeah,
And you,
Do what makes you happy.
yeah,
exactly.
and you hit a kind of nice sort of happy medium where it wasn't ridiculously graphic either. And I know I read some of the Amazon reviews before I started reading your book, and I mean the reviews are overwhelmingly positive, but there was someone who said that there were a couple of bits where they had to look away, and I
Yes.
thought, all right, okay. So I read the book, and I got to the bit. And I hope this isn't a spoiler for anyone. Well, I won't put in any more details, but I will just say I got to the bit about the foot fetishist, and I did have to look away at that bit.
I think that I was quite graphic with that one. I don't know why. I did a bit of research on it because I didn't know anything about it myself. So yeah, I got into a bit too
Yeah.
much, maybe.
Oh.
But why not? Why not?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it made me laugh out loud a few times, but
Oh,
the foot fetishist was a wee bit too much for me.
Oh, bless.
And I'm quite a robust wee soul.
She came over all unnecessary.
well, Yvonne, just try it. You never know. You might find it's the thing for you.
No,
No.
no.
Oh dear.
So, have you what's after this? Have you got some ideas of what you want to do next?
I'm definitely writing a second novel. I have started it. I'm sort of halfway through. Um, I've been a bit lax the last few months because I've been marketing this book, and
Mhm.
as much as I want to get the next one out, I want this one to be a success. So there's, I'm doing bookshop appearances, book signings. I've been on panels in festivals. I was at a romance festival on Saturday called the Meet Cute Book Festival, which was fantastic. There were loads and loads of people,
Mhm.
and which and it's really lovely to go out and meet people. So between that and the day job, I've been a little lax, but I've set aside July and August to really get going on it again. And
Is that,
it will have a 60-year-old protagonist again.
I was just going to ask, is
And
it going to have another older heroine?
absolutely, yeah. It's going to be my USP now.
Well, why not? When you finally get a publishing deal, I think people kind of assume that's it and your work here is done. But
Mm.
you seem to be having to do an awful lot of your own marketing. Is that sort of expected, or have you just chosen to do that? Or because I kind of assumed that the publishing house would be doing all of that.
Yeah, that's a bit of a myth. I mean, publishers do advertising and marketing. It all comes down to who else is coming out at the same time. If they've got a really big name, they may divert their resources to them.
Yeah.
So my publisher is the digital first publisher, so they do online advertising only. They
Right.
don't arrange any events or anything like that. So there's no pressure on me to do it. But if I don't do it,
Yeah.
your book
Yeah.
just tanks. So you have to stay in the limelight and keep going so people hear about your book. So I'm
Yeah.
Yeah.
hoping word of mouth will start to kick in after a while. Hope.
Has it been a learning curve for you at all doing your own marketing?
Oh, absolutely. Everything's been a learning curve, the writing, the getting published. But I love that because I love learning new things. That's how I got into writing because I always do lots of different courses. So I was looking through the City Lit courses, the college in Covent Garden, and I saw creative writing. I thought, oh, I'll give that a go. And that's how I sort of got the idea in my head about writing generally. I wasn't really thinking of writing a book at the time, but then as I carried on and carried on going to other classes, thought, well, maybe I could try it.
Are you a big reader yourself then?
I am, yes. I think you have to be.
Yeah.
And I read lots of different genres as well. I still do a class every Friday, which is really great because you do something different every week. And it sort of exercises the writing muscles. Yeah, I read crime. I love cozy crime and historical fiction. I read other rom-coms to see what's happening on the market and what books are doing well. Yeah, so lots of different ones, really.
I'm a historical fiction buff.
I get through quite a few books every month,
Yeah.
but I love it.
Yeah.
It's great.
Well, give me a nice crinoline and I'm quite happy.
I don't mind a bit of Bridgerton. No, they didn't wear crinolines, did they? That was the Regency
Yeah,
era.
but they're
Yeah.
more romancy.
Yeah.
Not on the telly. They're very sexy on the telly,
Well,
aren't
that's
they?
true.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Bridgerton.
Yeah. That's the kind of historical stuff
I'm
I'd
more-
be reading.
I'm more into historical stabby stuff and
Oh, okay.
mysteries
okay.
and murder, and I love Ambrose Parry. Have you read them?
No.
I'm saying them because it's Christopher Brookmyre and his wife who write those books together, and they're absolutely brilliant. They're set in Edinburgh, and it's all quite kind of dark and moody, you know, sort of a bit of grave robbery. But there's no actual grave robbery happens, but it's
Good.
kind of
Feels like it.
brings all that to mind, yeah. And I love them.
So, you've got your older heroine.
Mm-hmm.
How are you finding aging in general? Because you've obviously chosen to have an older heroine, so you're trying to redress the balance about how older women are perceived. Is that, and I know we feel on our Facebook pages that we're always banging the drum for older women.
Yeah.
You are,
How
yes.
how are you feeling about the way society perceives the older woman?
Or if I go to a bar and I don't get served straight away, I get really angry. 'Cause and I'm very small as well, so the combination of being an older woman and being small as well, they just look over your head and serve other people. Yeah, so I'm just carrying on, really. You know, maybe I'm not working like a 9 to 5 job anymore, but I'm doing different things, so I'm active. I've got loads of friends. I'm going out a lot, making loads of new friends through writing.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
there's even more to do there. So yeah, I'm just going to keep going until I can't, basically.
yeah. That's the best way, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
One of the things I know you feel passionate about is there's no such thing as age appropriate. So what sort of things do you do that aren't age appropriate then, Niloufar?
Well,
Do tell.
Yeah, spill the beans.
well, I definitely don't dress age appropriate, I have to say.
Yeah, good.
I hate it when people go, "Oh, I'm a bit old for that." No, you're not.
No,
Yeah.
If you love it and you feel good in it, just wear it, you know.
wear it
Absolutely,
exactly.
yeah.
Yeah. So there's that. I have been known to date some younger men in the past.
Why not?
You know, and why not? Yes. Different perspective from going out with an older man.
Yes.
Yeah, so oh gosh, that's a good question. What else?
You like dancing, don't you?
Oh, I love it. Yes, yeah. I've been doing ballroom and Latin dancing for many years, and also go to salsa classes too.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just wonderful. I love salsa. I was telling someone else the other day, I love it. Although I'm a very independent woman, and you know, and I'm single, so everything's down to me. I make all the decisions. There's no one else to consult. Um, with salsa, the man, or usually a man, leads the dance, and you don't know what they're going to do. You just have to be able to interpret how they want you to respond. And I was saying that's quite nice because it's one area of my life where I don't have to make a decision. I just follow someone else, and it's quite refreshing. Takes
Yeah.
the pressure
Yeah.
off. Yeah.
I've always fancied having a go at salsa.
Oh, you should. It's just if you see me dancing, you know, whether it's ballroom or salsa, I'm just grinning from ear to ear. It's so joyful. As a few of us go to the Royal Opera House, they have tea dances there. And, you know, in the big glass atrium, they push the bar to the back and you've got this big ballroom and they have a live band and their white tuxedos and you go and dance and it's just fantastic. Yeah, you should try that.
I would love that.
It's lovely, yeah.
I would love to do that.
Yeah. So from dancing, I think the next logical step is cocktails.
Yes.
Yes.
Of course. So, hit us with your cocktail. If you were a cocktail, what would you be called and what would your ingredients be and why? And I'm going to write it down because we're going to be making
Yeah.
it.
Okay. Well, I based it on my protagonist, of course. It's called the Sophia Spritzer.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
And it is made from Prosecco, lime juice, fresh chili, and triple sec. And that's because, so Prosecco because she's very bubbly, lime juice because she's refreshing in her attitude towards life, chili because she's very spicy. And the triple sec because she's actually quite sweet. So
Well, that sounds
that's
fantastic. I'm looking forward to trying that one. It sounds brilliant.
Yeah,
yeah, it
'cause we
should
have
be
had
nice
some
and
that we
refreshing.
thought, Yes,
Yeah.
no, I think that would be lovely.
Yeah.
We'll have one of those sitting outside in your garden.
Oh yeah, we could do, couldn't we? Yeah. Plans. Go
Plans,
Enjoy.
plans. So just do you have a name for your next novel or is it under wraps or have you not thought of it yet?
I don't have a title for it yet, but it is going to be set in a salsa school.
Oh, marvelous.
Brilliant. No,
It's
write what you know.
It's exactly, and also it's a great setting
Yes.
because you get people from all walks of life come to it and different ages, and you do meet people that you wouldn't normally meet in your circle of friends. So it's really great for that, and you know, and you get all the characters, and if you're in the salsa scene, you know what people are like generally. You know who dances best, and so yeah, or who to avoid. Who's going to throw you around the dance floor too vigorously, you know, and you run away from those people. Yeah, well, that would be really fun.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for talking to us, Niloufar. It's been absolutely fascinating. And I think I've still got about 5,000 questions, but
Let's just say the name of the book again, Age to Perfection.
Yes.
Thank
And your website is?
Niloufarlamakan.com.
Okay, that's fantastic. So hopefully
Thank you so
some
much
of
for
our listeners
having
will
me.
give you a visit.
It's been so much fun. I love
Thank you.
reading all your posts on Facebook, and I just was going to say it puts a smile in my face, but no, it's usually laugh out loud. So it's been great to meet you in person.
And you.
It's been lovely to meet you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you,
Thank
Niloufar.
you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you to our guest this week. And thanks for listening.
And we look forward to roaring with you again.